Oh man. Yeah, that's perfect temperature right now for a bike ride. Perfect. I don't know why, but 20 degrees in the morning feels better than 20 degrees in the afternoon. Just all the plants and stuff, I guess, they're just not, you know, the rest of it's not all heated up, you know, everything's chill in the morning. Had some rain a couple days ago. Actually, me and Em went out for a bike ride 2 days ago, and it was out here, and the dirt was prime, man. It was so good. Be a little drier today, but hopefully we still get some good traction out on the trails. I was feeling really good that day. So was them too, actually. Like, things were just working that day. Let's go my usual lap. Climb up Baby Goat. It's a nice warm-up trail, and it's got a sweet rock roll. We'll do a little hike-a-bike and get that guy in. Oh. We can go ahead and pick up that garbage. Trail map. That's where we are, if anybody's wondering. Bracebridge Resource Management Center. Man, it's mint having these trails. Like just a 5-minute drive from my house. Especially now that I got the e-bike. So mint. This is why I really don't ride moto anymore, man. This bike is just way too much fun. And it's way too little work. And by that I mean just like maintenance wise. Bike just asks like literally nothing from you. Lube the chain, charge it up, go for a ride. It's so good. And they're just so playful too. It's only 50 pounds. Like, it's just, I mean, on a mountain bike scale, yeah, that's heavy, but coming from a dirt bike background, dude, it's like the lightest bike in the world. There she is there. It's a pretty good rock roll. Pretty good. Let's hike up here. I think this thing actually does have a walk mode on it. Like the motor will like, but I have no idea how to use it. But again, it's only 50 pounds. And it's on wheels. It's like not that bad. Not that bad at all. That's enough off the trail, eh? It's a pretty good one. Doesn't look too dug out at the bottom. Pre-ride, re-ride, free ride. Yeah. That's a pretty sweet feature to have on your warm-up trail. I'm sure it looks like nothing on the GoPro. Classic. Yeah, this resource center is like such a great thing to have here locally. Walking trails, biking trails of all kinds, man. Like, I prefer like the flowier stuff, but if you like really janky, techy stuff, man, this Muskoka, dude, there's all the granite you can want. All the granite and gnarly one. The gnarliest trail I ride is winter's coming, and we'll get to that, but just like on my dirt bike, I just like the faster, flowier stuff. It's just, I'm not on bikes to go slow. There's a few other cars out in the parking lot today, so I'll have to keep my wits about me on the trails. Just in case somebody's coming the other way, you know? The standard protocol on public trails. Oh, hey, little bunny. Talk about a hair scramble, man. Dude, that corner's so sick. Oh, yeah. That Jake Brick's such a good trail. Whew. Anyways, I didn't really plan for this video to be much, but I guess I'll just have a little chat about why I haven't really been releasing videos. I don't know, part of it's that I haven't really felt like it. You know, I just want to go out and ride, which I think I'm gonna start doing more of, just raw vlogs, just going for a ride. But also, like I said, they're, you know, I just don't really ride motorbikes that much anymore, and that's kind of been the whole thing on the channel. It's little dual sport bikes and entry-level trail bikes for adults, obviously. I'm not out there riding TTR 50s. But yeah, I don't know. But kind of getting the itch to start doing some videos again. But I'm gonna change up what I'm doing. If I do release a video, it's not gonna be product reviews or anything like that. I'm not interested in selling you something. You know, like that's what I do for a living. And I just don't feel like doing it in my off time. Selling people stuff that they really don't need. So yeah, and they're gonna be mountain bike videos. That's just gonna be the deal. I just really enjoy riding my mountain bike. And you know, although the Z-bike, this YT Decoy I'm on, has been a huge part of that because, you know, it just makes, you know, this like cross-country trail riding, like, just makes it so much more enjoyable. So you can just really attack stuff and you can get that extra boost to do some cool stuff and find little jumps and hips around the trails. But it's also been my gravel bike. Got a gravel bike, I guess it'd be 2 years ago now, something like that. Flat bar gravel bike, not a drop bar, you know, like roadie style. This bar is like this. But dude, that thing totally changed my perspective. On riding. Like, that thing is just such an awesome bike. You just grab it and go wherever you want. And you can really explore on that thing. Like, you can go anywhere on a bicycle. They're quiet and stealthy, and you get to, you know, a swamp, just throw it on your shoulder and find a way around. Get to a fence, throw it over, keep going. You know, like, they're like such awesome exploration tools. And like literally just a really, really enjoyable way to get to the pub. Okay, winter's coming. It's like one of the techier trails I ride here. Yeah, that's it. Just haven't really, you know, and I shouldn't say, like, it's not that I don't like motorbikes anymore. Like, I still love dirt bikes. Like, God, if my Rav got written off as my tow vehicle, and had that not happened, well, I still have my Sur-on. But even that was like, as much as I loved it, you know, having the Z-bike, it was more like, honestly, the Sur-on was more in my mind like a training tool for me for this, you know. Like that bike, going out and riding, you know, 20 or 30 minutes on the Storm Bee. Like, that's really good strength and cardio training. Even though I'm pedaling this thing, it's still, even my regular bike without a motor, you know, when I pedal that, I don't hit the heart rate or feel it the next day like I do on my motorbikes. Whew. Yeah, with this, like, it just, like I said, just throw it on the back of the road, 5 minutes down the road, or I can take it to Horseshoe. Just there's so many more trails for mountain bikes, and they're so easy to travel with. Like, you know, and went to Seattle last spring to visit with some family, and you know, $50. Throw your bike in a bag and take it with you on the plane. Like, that's so mint. You compare what it takes to get a motorcycle to Washington State from Ontario, Canada. It's hard to beat. This This is a good one here. I like this one. Just jump over that root. That was a little hard on the rear rim. But yeah, just the accessibility and, you know, Emily, my partner, she's got an e-bike too, and she used to ride dirt bikes, but you know, once we moved out west a few years ago and she found mountain biking, she was like, dude, this is just as much fun, and she feels way more confident on it, obviously, because it's only like 25 pounds for, you know, a regular bike, and she can throw it on the car herself. Anyways, yeah, the gist of it is since I've had this and my gravel bike, I just haven't had a lot of inkling to get on the motorbike. And you know, add to why I wasn't making videos. I guess I figured the majority of my viewers, I didn't figure you'd be interested. But you know, the plan is to start making some more videos, but they're gonna be mountain bike videos. They're gonna be gravel and e-bike videos. Yeah. Maybe you guys would, hopefully we'll show you guys how fun these things are. And I don't mean that in the way like anybody watch this. So I'm not saying you guys should also stop riding your motorbikes and switch to mountain bikes, but I always get questions on the channel, like the number one questions, other than like settings that I've explained in the video, that people, it's like people were like, oh, it's almost like people would rather a blog than videos, because people will just type in the comments questions that are answered in the video. It's like, why are you on YouTube? Go to a blog, go to a forum. Like if you just want somebody to type it to you, like, it's literally no work. All you have to do is just press play. But other than that, the number one question is, it's like people asking me like techniques and stuff. I'll tell you right now, one of the best things I ever did was bought a trials bike. And basically I just rode my trials bike like I ride this. I just treated my trials bike like literally a motorized mountain bike. But get an e-bike and go ride trails, and the way these things just pop and hop and jump stuff, it will just open your eyes to new lines and new ways to ride. Like, this is a legitimate, like, this is, I would say this is, an e-bike is the best training tool you can get as an off-road dirt biker. It's so good. They're so good. All right, this is one of my favorite trails. Let's go get it. Three Stooges, man. It's a hike out here. If you're on an e-bike, that ain't a problem. Little pedal strike there. Whew. Dude, that trail's sick. It's definitely here for a good time, not a long time, but it's a good time. Probably my favorite part about that trail, besides the trail itself, it ends right here on the banks of the Muskoka River. So pretty. I love that river. I grew up on it. It is so nice in here. It is so nice in here. Morning. There you go. The guy's out on a gas. There you go. The guy's riding a gas dirt bike. Go get a gas e-bike. Things are mint. Most reliable gas you'll ever buy. It's got a Yamaha motor in it. It's just too easy poking fun of the Austrian bikes. Now I'm just gonna take a minute here. Just take a sec. Just enjoy the sounds of the forest here. You know, I think it's one of my favorite parts about mountain biking. It's just how quiet it is. And I think that Stormby was a big part of that, you know, just being able to go fast without all the ruckus, without all the noise, without all the, you know, bropping. It's nice. It's nice to be able to just, when you're done your ride, your ears aren't ringing and you don't feel like exhausted just from the noise, you know? It's good, man. This is really cool, this sort of like, it's like just rock shield here. Just cliffs covered in life. So nice. So one thing I'd actually really like to get for this bike is a silent hub, you know, so when I'm coasting, you don't get so much of that. My Commensal Clash I had when I lived out west had a like virtually silent hub. I really liked that. This is dark green. I'm gonna go hit this one now. This is like probably the best green trail I've ridden. Like the most fun green trail. It's got lots of berms and it's got little humps and places where you can jump them and stuff. It's actually like sick. This is a great trail. That guy's low. Oh yeah. Just shrouding. Took that one a little wide on the exit. Oh yeah. Whew. Getting after it. Oh, perfect way to start your weekend, dude. You guys are wondering where that beeping is. I'm just changing my settings. Just in trail mode. I'm usually in trail mode when I'm climbing and going from trail to trail, and then when I get to the trailhead, I usually put it into boost. It doesn't go any faster, it just accelerates harder. Based on your input, of course. Like these are like high-end e-bikes. They're not like pedal and then you just get power. Their frame rate doesn't know, they're torque sensing. So it's, you know, it gives you U times X, right? So U times 2 or U times 3, depending on what setting you're in. And so if you're just like, if you're not like pedaling very hard, right, like the motor's like barely doing anything, then as I put more effort in, you hear it ramp up, right? So the point, like these like real mountain bikes they keep you honest. Like you're still getting a workout on them. You know, I've done a few little experiments on my own, and what I found is, you know, if you go for a 14K ride on your analog bike and a 14K ride on your e-bike, you're gonna burn more calories on the analog or real or regular or whatever the hell you want to call it. But if you, oh, that's new. That guy coming down and leaving all this shit on the ground. I didn't even notice that. I noticed these branches, but now on the other side of that, if I go for a 45-minute ride on my analog bike and a 45-minute ride on my e-bike, I'll end up burning the same calories with the same average heart rate, sometimes even more calories and a higher average heart rate on the e-bike, because I'm muscling around a 50-pound bike in that sense. But I got to ride like 3 times more trails on the e-bike, and that's why. And not like that, but like you can be like so much more aggressive and find new things, because you do have that extra little bit, right? It's just like, it's like you have Superman legs. So don't let anybody tell you that e-bikes aren't exercise. I'm actually on the downhills, I find them better. Even though you're not really using the power on the descents, I actually find that they ride better. And I initially like noticed this myself, and I thought like, well, you know, that's definitely because, once again, from my dirt bike background. But I just like that planted feel. Like these just feel so much more, you know, it's like riding an analog bike. It's like riding a 2-stroke through a rock garden. Riding an e-bike is like riding a 4-stroke. Like they're just so much more stuck to the ground, and they're just so much more confidence inspiring, and that like chattery, broody, gnarly stuff. But I was watching just a clip of a podcast the other day, and they were talking about Jackson Goldstone. It's like the guy on the world circuit, from what I understand, Canadian kid, and he's been adding weights to the bottom of his downhill bike because he uses an e-bike to train at home. So he can just do like tons of laps, right? He doesn't have to shuttle, he doesn't have to go to a lift park, he can just chuck the thing in the boost, pedal up, and then shred on the way downhill, but he found the same thing. Like, he was like, dude, this thing handles so much better with that additional weight. So we started adding, I think it's like 8 pounds or 10 pounds, like a significant, like a decent amount of weight that he's adding to the bottom of his downhill bike, because the thing tracks so much better. And it's got me thinking, maybe I should do that on my Remedy. Looking at dive weights, because you can just order them off Amazon. They already have like these little holes cut in them, so you can run a belt or a zip tie through them. You can strap them to a bike or something. I'm like, that's something to try. Because I end up riding this more at the lift park than my regular bike because of that, because it just feels so good going downhill. But it's longer. This bike, it's a mullet, so it's got a 29-inch front wheel and a 27.5 on the back, versus my Remedy's 27.5 all the way around, and it's a medium large frame versus the large. So it, at the lift park I go to at Horseshoe, they got some really tight turns there, and this thing feels like a truck through those tight turns. So I'd like to experiment with putting some weights on my Remedy to see if I can get the planted feel of this, but take advantage of that shorter, more flickable chassis and on the Remedy. All right, this is Triple Crown we're coming up to. I think this might be my favorite trail. Here. Put her in the boost. This one's got 3 climbs, but it's also got three good descents on it. All right, let's get it. Oh yeah, you're gonna rip down that hill. That's a good one. Actually, I was at Horseshoe last weekend. They had a cross-country race going on, and they closed off the lift trail, or closed off the climb trail for the race. But I was on my e-bike, so I was like, oh man, I could probably, you know, cut in, and because I just want it for the uphill. I'm not gonna be running the rest of the racetrack. And I was like, on my e-bike, dude, they're not gonna catch me. They were going up the lift, and I saw, like, they must have been in like the elite class, but saw these guys. It wasn't like a steep hill, but just like a gradual climb. Dude, how fast they were going up it, I was like, oh, maybe not. Maybe I couldn't stay at them, even on my e-bike. This corner is so sandy. It's weird. I love riding loose sand on my dirt bike, but it's dodgy on the bicycle. I gotta figure out a better technique for it. Get that dropper out of the way. Missed that one. Phew. Whop. Good little moto woolly through there. Oh yeah. Dude, that's a fantastic trail. I'm gonna give these guys a second. I like to charge through that down and out trail, and I'm just gonna give it a minute. I like down and out. It's like super fast and super chunky. The way tech should be. Downhill. Nice. 40 minutes we've been out. It's good. Good ride. All right, let's go get this. Down and out. Down and out, down and out. Whew, getting some front end slide. Nice. Dude, what a perfect ride. What a perfect ride. All right. Oh, missed it. All right, that's it. I'm out of here.